Hi, Paul Pack again for Mr. Books Club. Now, this is part 3 about our series of how to write book reports. Now, in part 2 we covered the first step. Now in part 3 we're going to be covering the second step book report. Now, you might be familiar with this form. Now, this form is for second and third graders, right? And this one's going to be a little bit more complicated, okay? Now, at this point, you've probably done the first step, and now we want you to do the second step for a reason. Now you got to write more complicated sentences. You have to write things that are a little bit harder now, right? Just to get you practicing. We want you to improve. We don't want you to keep you behind, right? You're going to evolve, right? So in this one, we're going to expect a little bit more from you, okay? Now, here, just like in before, title and author is very important. Don't misspell title or author names, please, okay? Show some respect for these people who've written these books, okay? Now, as you'll see, this part's a little bit more different, right? We have character names, right? Always spell those correctly, too. And role or job in the story. Now, role or job, I want you to consider beyond just saying this is a boy or this is a girl. Don't say this is a frog or this is a dog, okay? Think about main character. Think about protagonist, right? Think antagonist, which is another big word for villain, right? These are what they do. These are what is important to them as characters in the story, right? They have lots to contribute, so consider what they're doing, why they're important to the book. Okay. Then we ask you for 3 words about them. Now, 3 words aren't just I like book or this is person or something. Okay? We want adjectives. We want descriptive phrases and words. Put them in a complete sentence. Right? Johnny is kind, strong, and brave. Right? We want a nice sentence with nice adjectives describing who this is. Okay? Now, you have several. Consider the most important ones only. Don't include all characters, just the important ones. Now, setting 2. Include where and when. Write them in complete sentences. If you recall, setting is very important, so be descriptive. Give me lots of details, and write real sentences. Complete thoughts, please. Okay? Now, problem and conflict. Okay? This is important. Now, problem and conflict is basically why the book has a plot. What are these characters have to do? What do they have to deal with, right? In certain books, for instance, because of Winn-Dixie, remember? Opal has this dog, right? And she has to learn how to deal with the dog and how to deal with living in a new neighborhood without friends, right? That is the conflict. That's the problem she has to deal with here. Now, the solution, or the solving here, is how things wrap up. How does Opal find friends? How does these friends affect her? How does the story come to a close, right? Opal, with her dog, meets many different people and lives a much happier life because of the dog. And she grows to accept that her mother's left them too, right? So this is the solution, right? These are the things that close up the book. So, write complete sentences about it, right? Always complete sentences. What is your favorite part of the book? This is the part where you give me your opinion. But honestly, opinions aren't very good unless you give me a reason why you like that part, why you have a good opinion, right? So give a good sentences, complete sentences. Tell me your favorite part, describe it, and explain why you liked it. Why this part is good, okay? And what did you learn from the book? Now, this is the last part right here, right? This last part is very important because many times books try to teach you lessons, right? Themes. What are the ideas that you gain from the book? Don't just think, oh, I learned how to find a dog in a grocery store. No. I learned that friends come in many shapes and sizes. Think about the lessons that the book tries to teach you. Write it down in complete sentences and explain. Thank you very much.